Scott Milford, it's my name, and this is my lovely wife, Chera Milford, and we've been with Skyline, since September of 2003, the first official public meeting of Skyline, back 8 years ago now almost. Before we went to our first connection group or small group here at Skyline, I'd heard about connection groups from other churches, but I'd never been to one myself. And I was looking forward to the chance to kind of get plugged into one of these things and see if they were sort of all that I expected them to be, so to speak. And so I was looking forward to it. I love to develop relationships and get to know new people on deeper levels and all that kind of thing. So I was really looking forward to it. And I remember some of our conversations before we went to that first meeting, and I think maybe Chera had a little different expectation or a little bit different concern.
I was a little bit more reluctant to join a small group because I don't have those kind of relationships outside of church. I was a fairly new Christian, and the people that I worked with, the people that I hung out with, no one was Christians, no one. And so hanging out with people and praying with people, it was all very new to me, and I felt almost like an outsider coming into a small group of a bunch of perfect people.
When you look at a group of people and everybody brings their own sort of insecurities and everybody brings their own flaws to the table, so to speak. And I think when you get into a group, sometimes at first you kind of watch your words a little bit. You try to always say something that sounds smart or something that sounds super spiritual maybe, or you don't want to say something that's going to make people kind of raise their nose at you. But when you get into a group, what happens is that stuff just goes away. You stop worrying about appearances. You stop worrying about trying to be a certain way or project yourself a certain way. You get with a group of people that you're close enough with where you just kind of become yourself. And that's I think that's one of the reasons why for me these connection groups have turned into sort of a place of almost refuge. When the week is nuts and I'm stressed about things that are going on at work or stressed about whatever, I know that when I get to the connection group, I'm going to be with some people that I can just let my hair down, sort of, and I can just really be myself and not be worried about all those other things that may be around my mind.
I know there are some people who are reluctant to try out a small group, and if I had to say anything, it would be to join a small group because you won't regret it. There's some great people in the church, and if you don't see them on Sunday morning, you're going to see them in a small group. And they're moms, they're sisters, they're co-workers, they're great people who you can pray with, who you can have a relationship with, and they're great people. And they're just really fun to hang out with.
I think about some of the people that we're closest with at Skyline, and honestly, they're the people, from the connection groups that we've been in. And I mean, some of the girls that you're closest with, and the thing I love about it is that they've got young kids just like us, and we've had the chance to get our kids together, and you've had a chance to hang out with the ladies and have the girl time, and it's been something you just love.
Yeah, outside of work, when I talk to my mom and my sister, and they say, invite your friends, when I think of friends, it's the people from my small group. When the kids have a birthday party, it's the people from the small group. It's like a family. It's very fun.